Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I like to exploit my high school friends for money, in their maid outfits. I'm Drooby
And I am your short Kohai who will relentlessly attack you if you go after my height, Sobroni.
No, the truth of that. Welcome back to the G&A podcast. We talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How you doing, Oni?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm also doing okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little exhausted from the holidays. I feel like I've just been like running around a lot. As you know, seeing how you were one of my stops.
Yes, I was fortunate enough to be one of your stops. Thank you for spending the holiday with me.
Oh, thank you for having me. I was telling them, as you see the tradition that I don't know, just became tradition since X amount of years ago. I don't remember when. And then last year, like, I couldn't because COVID and other things. COVID and my heater not working. So I had to stay home while people worked on it. So that was fun. Nothing like spending the holidays cold and alone, but I survived to make it to this year where I feel like, I was awarded for my patience from last year.
Very well.
Yes. So hope that everyone else had a great holiday, and I hope you're having a great Kwanzaa. My friend will not shut up about it. So
happy Kwanzaa.
So yes, happy first day of Kwanzaa. It just started. I forget all the words associated with it, but the first day is about unity. Yay. See, unity, us two together, podcast. Great.
It's like we had it planned.
The Kwanzaa episode, everyone.
Don't tempt me to title.
I was thinking that too. You just have the Kwanzaa episode, even though everyone would be like, "What the fuck?" And rightfully so. All right. Kwanzaa and holidays aside, let's get started with our podcast. Let's start with our news segment this week in anime. I'm gonna go first because my news is very short and sweet and to the point. Komi Can't Communicate gets a second season. Woo! Which we, I feel like that was gonna be pretty obvious. It's a really highly rated show, very popular manga, and yeah, they have just so much. It's already a completed series, so they're probably.
Oh, is it? Is the manga like already finished?
I feel like it is because I remember reading it from like a couple of years ago. Maybe not. Maybe I made that up. I may have made that up, y'all.
Or Drew's a time traveler. One of the two.
Is it over? No, bitch. I meant the manga. I meant the manga. Is the manga over? I'll look that up anyways.
Well, if you guys know if the manga's over, let us know in the comments down below.
Wait, no, now I have to fucking know. Release date. List of volumes 23. What days do they come out? I think it's done. I feel like the manga's done because there are only like 23 volumes. And they were released in 2016.
Wait, 23 volumes?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yo,
a lot of shit happens.
Oh no, it's still going.
Oh my god,
it's still ongoing. I lied.
I have 26 volumes of Negima standing right next to me, and I'm like, that's so much. How can you put this much in Komi?
Wait, what? Oh damn. Wait, is it 26? But no, that's not all 26.
What?
That's a lot.
No, Negima is
38?
38 or 36.
36.
But yeah, considering that 26 volumes fills up almost my entire bookshelf, I'm like, god damn, how much more Komi is there?
A lot, yes. More of her not talking.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Gotta go
that's
for the
my news.
Komi tournament arc. All right. My news is kind of in a similar vein. The what's it called? Imaizu Minichi. Imaizu Minchi. Sure, that's what it is getting a manga. And if that sounds familiar to you, then you are a lewd person because that is a very popular doujin series. A
Yep.
H manga series, actually.
Me still wondering how this is somehow related to Komi.
It kind of is because it is a series that follows three Yadus who kind of fall in love with this young, well, he's not young, he's their age, high school boy who's a lot like Tadano. Now that I'm trying to think about the manga, he's basically Tadano. He's just like a normal average dude. So these three Gyarus fall in love with him. And of course, it's an H manga, so the entire manga is just them fucking him. It's a wonderful, beautiful vanilla series, by the way. It's wholesome as hell. Like if there's any H manga to get a adaptation, I'm glad it's this because it literally actually does have a pretty wholesome story where the girls try to like cheer him up because he has a little self-esteem, and they have like little tearful moments and stuff. It's really good. It's actually a good story. But
I feel like I almost want to watch it because I'm just like,
it's fun. Like there's a scene where, first off, all the girls just don't give a fuck. Like there's like a scene where they're just gangbanging in the hotel, and then they order a room service, and then the room service comes up, and she's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Oh my god! Like, do they order room service while they're having sex?
Yeah. It's a cute series.
Okay, so that's not the part that makes it cute. But...
It's not, but it's funny. So yeah, I like that in the announcement. It's, forgive us because it's in Japanese, but there is a part of it that I saw that was translated. They had the author had to specify that it is an all ages work. The adaptation will be, and it will focus on, and the word he uses, what the group does together when they're not fucking. His words.
Oh, that's yeah. I can respect that.
Yeah, so I hope it gets an anime adaptation at some point, because if it does, I will totally watch it.
Same. I'm always down for a good wholesome ecchi.
Yes.
All right, now that we are done with the news, it's time to move into our weekly reviews. Okay, and can I press the red button?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get Platinum End out of the way first, please?
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Platinum End,
yes,
change of plans.
You. We're starting with Platinum End first. Because I am so eager to not talk about this anime anymore. Even though I feel...
Man, are we really dropping it at this episode?
I know. I'm like, one more. Like, we gotta finish the arc. Can we at least finish the arc?
Oh my, it's just gonna be another cliffhanger, but fine.
If they're, you know what I mean, the arc where like they're no longer at the park.
Yeah, fine. And
then
the way I'm just gonna have next week when we finish this arc, I'm just gonna have like a 1-sentence review for this anime.
Right. I mean, watching Hajime turn into Goop was pretty funny.
It was. And can I just say, it is his fault. What's the main character's name again? Okay.
Oh yeah, Mirai's. Yeah, no, it's 100% his fault.
Yeah, it's his fault. It's totally his fault.
It's like given the circumstances, it's his fault because it's like homeboy is like, hey, he's like, it's not your fault. I'm like, if you would just shot her, like, if you would just done anything besides just stand there, maybe. I mean, well, no, kind of did have to kill. Well, no, you didn't have to kill her. Maybe you could have just like knocked her out. No, because you had the need.
Just kill. Like, I don't understand the moral dilemma here. Maybe it's just me being like cold and heartless, but I feel like there's a way you can present this moral dilemma where it's more convincing. Not when it's like, oh, this woman's gonna kill 150 million people with a deadly virus, but if I kill her, I'll take away her happiness of wanting to see millions of people die from a virus. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so like at some point, like, you definitely could have, like, and I know it's gonna sound really fucked up, but hey, I'm trying to have him, have his cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
And this is obviously before we found out she had, like, I don't know, like that, like, virus tentacles, like, whatever the fuck they are. whatever
That's not even the
whatever
dumbest part of this episode, but okay.
right. I felt so silly saying that. Like, she could have, with the soldier, that he didn't know about that the moment he killed the virus. And that was, like, mind you, that was, like, the only decent thing about this episode. It was just like, okay, the white,
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
yeah, like, oh, like, this kills anything that's living. Fine. You got, that was cool. Immediately knock the bitch out. Like, knock her out. She can't make that anymore if she's unconscious.
Yeah, just like restrain her. Like, a lot of these issues.
No, she has to be unconscious.
Oh yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, like, restrain her by knocking her out and, like, tying her up or something.
Yes. So it's like we could have done that, some CQC shit. But that's not what happened. And yeah. And then the whole scene between her extending her virus tentacles. It is everything that led up to Homeboy getting gooped.
Yo, that scene lasted forever. It was like 20-hour long.
I'm like, are we stuck in time?
The scene lasted like, it felt like when I make a video and, like, I need more footage, and I'm like, fuck, I'm tempted to just, like, slow down the footage and make it longer. Like, slow down to 60% speed and get, like, an extra minute out of it. It felt like this whole episode.
It felt like everyone just standing there watching Goku turn Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it was very Dragon Ball Z-esque. But Dragon Ball Z can get away with it because it's better.
Yeah, right. But it is just not as good. This is just silly. And the Homeboy getting gooped. So yeah, that salon scene was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. What was the deal with the little kid that just, like, ran away? Why was that necessary?
I don't know, because they're just like, girl, we don't got time for you to fight someone else.
I think the author realized halfway, he was like, wait, I put too many characters here. Whatever, they'll just run away.
Right. I mean, it'd be cool if he came back. Not that I really care. I don't expect him. It's like, it'd be good writing if he did come back, but do I expect that to be the case? No.
Watch him come back and fuck up this whole scene and extend the arc even further.
That'd be funny. Hokkaido's gonna die, and it's making me sad.
Oh yeah, he's taking forever to die.
He is. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry the cancer isn't killing him, fast enough for you.
Like, listen, you know what I don't like about this though is, like, they said he had cancer, right? Like, when we first saw him, so you're like, okay, he has cancer, he's dying. He never really showed any symptoms of dying up until now, and now he's just like, I'm exploding from the inside out. Like, this is some very, like, direct, no build up to this cancer or anything. Either nothing is happening to you or you're literally imploding.
I mean, shit, girl. Like, I mean, I guess.
A very plot convenient cancer.
I mean, did you expect anything to be executed in a way that made sense?
I just find it.
You're preaching to the choir. The actual choir. Ah, fuck my nose. Excuse me. So yeah, I was like, yay, they took her down, I guess. Hooray. Like, that is very much how I feel about it.
Now they're gonna have a arrow off or shoot off.
Yeah, arrow shoot off. Sure.
Why not? I don't know. This series is weird.
Yeah, agreed. Let's see. But yeah, can't wait till we're done watching it. Literally gonna watch it because like next week I was like, are you? I was like, do you have enough?
We don't have anything. The next week's podcast is gonna be 1 minute long, and it's gonna be us giving a review of Platinum End.
Ew. Okay, so never mind. So never mind. I guess we'll briefly get back to it when we decide to.
Yeah.
All right. So next up is, since we're going back to our normal scheduled programming. That y'all know what I meant. Demon Slayer season 2 episode 3, and while Oni starts giving you his wonderful impressions, I will be back in like 2 seconds.
All right. So this episode was great because it had a really thick demon. And I gave a review of this, or not even a review, but a hot take of this on my on Twitter, which was, I think Demon Slayer has comparably good female, like sexy female designs to Fairy Tail and Bleach.
Okay, so we're starting here, huh? All right.
Yes. Well, that's what happens when you throw the ball in my court. I'm immediately going to talk about the thick demon girl and how hot she is. So deal with it.
That's fair enough. I asked for it. Oh yeah, and on Twitter they're like,
yeah, I feel like it wasn't received too poorly.
Yeah, they don't want to burn you down. Although I think I kind of agree with everyone where I'm just like, so do I. Like, it's too early to say.
It is too early, but
it's far too early. Like Fairy Tail has too many. Yeah, Fairy Tail has too many.
But that's the thing. All right, so Demon Slayer has a much smaller sample size of women, but I will say on average, like, they're all really up there. Like, I'll put up almost any of the female designs to any of the top tier Bleach and Fairy Tail designs. Like, they're more consistently good. Like, Fairy Tail's best girls are like, no one's beating Urza, and no one's beating actually, who is the best girl in Bleach? I don't know, Bleach is kind of just like everyone is hot. I don't think there's one that's hotter than everyone else. Maybe Soifan or Yuichi.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have said, but this is in my lane. I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak.
But yeah, no, I think that. Well, I mean, I guess this applies from a male standpoint too, right? Bleach has some amazing male designs, maybe.
Damn.
And
yeah, you're right.
So does Demon Slayer.
Bleach is dad. Aizen. Ichigo's dad. There's others. I haven't seen Bleach in like a million years. You have to forgive me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I think I still like Fairy Tail's boys more. Yeah, Fairy Tail got some.
Exactly.
They got some good guys in Fairy Tail.
The point is, Bleach, Fairy Tail, and now I'm adding Demon Slayer to the list. All are excellent at making really sexy characters, male and female. Top 3 sexy shonen.
I would say for the boys.
That's the name of the
in Demon
sexy shonen.
In Demon Slayer, the boys, it's very 50-50. Like, for example, rest in peace, Rengoku. Not exactly what I'm looking for when I want to loot someone. He's a dope character, love him to death, rest in peace. But no.
What about this guy? The new Hashira we're following.
I guess.
The JoJo.
I guess. I mean, the extra veins kind of turned me off a little bit. Like, if he didn't have that, I'd be like, sure. I know there is a 13 to 14-year-old girl out there somewhere who's going through puberty, and their their whole world just opened up when they saw Muzan. I know that. I feel like that might be. Is Muzan like the new Shishomaru? I don't know. I feel like that may be a little too much.
Yeah, they might be pushing it.
Yeah, Shomaru. Anyways, whatchamacallit, I know the girl, especially the girls, are all over Inosuke.
Oh yeah, Inosuke.
Because they love that pretty the pretty boy factor. Like he looks pretty, but he's all brutish. Like, oh yeah, no, the girls love that. So yeah, I guess, yeah, dude, we're getting there. A lot of the girls are cute, and everyone is the characters are very well detailed.
Yeah, and they have that thing with the hair. Like, I don't know what it is with all the characters have really hot hair. I don't know. I like all the characters' hairstyles.
Like it's very all the hair is like incredibly detailed.
Yeah, it's really really dope.
All the main characters. Yeah, and I agree.
New Demon is a 10 out of 10. Just like there's so many of the. I feel bad watching the show because all of the female demons are like all 10 out of 10s, and none of them get screen time, and 90% of them die within a couple of episodes.
What about the human girls?
Well, the human girls are hot too, like Shinobu,
and
her assistant, and the Hashido's wives, and the other Hashiro with pink hair.
Exactly.
Yeah, like there's so many top tier designs, but none of them get screen time either. So. And of course, number one girl Nezuko, which no one ever.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to see more Nezuko. I know we're saying this, and then like for like that second half, it's just gonna be Nezuko fighting everything.
Yeah, hopefully. One can only hope.
Yeah, I do hope. But yeah, actually, back to the actual episode.
Yeah, episode. We watched
it. We did. I love how everyone's like, "Damn, Zenitsu's gone. Rest in peace." the Hashira is like, "Yeah, he's gone. So yeah, y'all should go too because he ain't coming back." And one thing I did like about this episode is this my episode of the week.
It is for me. I forgot to mention, but yeah, this is my episode of the week. Only one thing comes close to it, but I'm not gonna. You know what?
I think
you know what? Actually, I'll withdraw this just out of because listen, Demon Slayer is gonna get lots of other episodes of the week, and I want to be fair. So.
Maybe this episode of the week. I think I'll split it. With something else. But yeah, I know I really did like this episode. Everything was just very like I'm like a broken record at this point, but everything was really like funny. But this time, like the animation, like really stuck out this episode out of all the previous episodes.
Yeah, they really upped the comedy game on this. Like it literally feels like it pulled a lot of stuff from Gintama in a good way.
Yeah.
Like just so much random shit. Like when Inosuke just jumps through the ceiling and he's like, "Come, mice, bring me my sword." Like it's just the most random fucking scene with no context, and they didn't even bother to give it any context afterwards. It's just like, yeah, these buff ass mice that
buff ass mice ninjas carrying a sword.
Yeah.
Like that was so funny. Tanjiro being like, "Oh, I was a boy all along on the cover," and she's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, obviously.
He's like, "Wait, you knew?" She's like, "Yes, I have eyes."
Yeah, I have eyes and ears. You do not.
Right. You do not look nor sound like a man. But I said, "Hey, I don't judge. It's 2021 or whatever time period they're in."
It's 1905. We don't judge.
Exact period. But yeah, so that was funny. The moment where Inosuke is just kind of like yelling at Tanjiro for whatever reason. very funny moments. I also like that the plot just moved so quickly. They were like, all right, yes, this whole thing where we were pretending to be women, that was cute, that was fun and all. It's time to kill these bitches. Like, I was just like, damn. Mm-hmm. So either this arc is going to end quicker than I think it is, or they just have a lot more to show. Cause I'm like, damn, it's episode 4?
Yeah,
and they already blew their cover. They already abandoned their covers, and
they abandoned their covers, and the main enemy appeared, and they're fighting in the middle of the street. So it's like,
yeah,
if it doesn't end next episode or the episode after, I'm like, well, how are they gonna? Is there like another demon in the?
I mean, they'll probably like, oh, they got away. We'll have to try again another time.
Yeah, but then one of the demons gonna walk around and be like, yeah, well, we'll fight again later at some other undisclosed time.
Basically, I mean, they, as of now, they don't live in the same place. So once day comes, it's like, unless they literally barge into where she lives.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure Inosuke and Zenitsu have an issue with that.
Right. Yeah, so I just like everything's like picking up very quickly. That's cute. I like that.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this half of the season so far. I will say, maybe this is a hot take, but this is a lot better than season 1.
I mean,
it's not fair to compare because it's not totally done yet, but you know.
Right, and also it's not fair because season 1's like the beginning. Like it literally was like him training and him meeting everyone, and like it was just mad introductory.
The first half of this arc is better than any arc in season 1. The only one that compares is probably the Spider family.
I know, and it's like even then
it took a
while.
But
that's once again not fair because this premise is really interesting and fun.
Exactly.
So it's like you're right, but I'm okay with that. I don't think it says that. I don't think that means that the season 1 was bad per se.
Yeah,
it's just this one just has a lot going on. It has a lot going on.
I'm saying it as a compliment. It's getting better.
Yeah,
I think season 1 was slightly above average.
I think season 1 was just good. Period.
People know I'm a hater, so
yes, you are. All right, let's move on to Komi-san wa Komusho this episode 12, the last episode.
Yes, for now.
For now. Why do I want to say for now? Like it's the last episode. Like the end of season 1, bitch. Like
yeah, well, we're getting the second part in.
Yes, I know. I announced it.
Yeah,
thank you. But yeah, so Najima being Najima, she just does her thing.
She was all over the place this episode.
And it was pretty great. She literally was just charging people just for little things. And then you clearly see her getting out of control to the point where she's like in a bathtub of money with like a real maid and butler.
Yeah.
And then she gets caught by like the teachers. So that was pretty funny.
As fun as this episode was, it didn't really feel like a final episode.
Yeah.
But it was still a good one. I think it's funny because I'm trying to think of something that Komi did that was particularly cool. I don't think Komi really had that many great moments this episode. She was funny. She was funny in the end in the karaoke scene.
Yeah, and she was like, it was all right when she well, that wasn't really so much Komi. That was like people reacting to Komi. That's I don't think that's so funny. That's what makes Komi work. It's like she doesn't really have to do anything. It's other people reacting to her.
Yeah, that makes
can just carry it. Exactly. Like when they were on the rooftop saying stuff. First of all, rest in peace to this man who was like, "I love you," and immediately, without missing a beat, the girl was like, "Gomennasai."
Yeah.
Like, damn, that was brutal.
Get
like
wrecked.
it was so like she didn't even think about it. It was literally second later. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. So that was pretty funny. And then Komi doing it, and she like speaks wrong, and they're like, oh, the neck meow, oh, meow, Neko maid, Neko maid, and they all like go crazy, and then she just like passes out.
Yeah. For me, the start of this episode was definitely Najimi.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing her first try to pimp out the maids, but also I feel like a lot of the episode just focused on her antics.
Why did I wait? Did I call her Najima for like the entirety
Did
of
you?
like the series?
Did you? I don't remember.
Did I? Because I'm like Najima, Najima, Najima. Now I feel like I have to go back.
You go back and rewatch all the episodes.
Eventually, I'm gonna go back and look at my notes. I'm trying to see. I'm like, did I? Oh my god, I really dead ass called her Najima. Wow, that's embarrassing.
Well, you know what? If it
I
helps
learned
you,
that
I didn't notice at all.
clearly. Najimi, excuse me, as you were saying, Najimi, what did she do?
Oh, I just enjoyed her. Like, I feel like the whole episode kind of focused on her a bit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the whole first half did were her pimping out all the maids and stuff, but even her just like leading Komi around to
Yeah.
the part like you mentioned where they're doing the confessions on the roof, and
Mm-hmm.
even at the end during like the awards ceremony thing, and then they call out their name and like, oh, the maid cafe. However, due to instances of misconduct, we can't award you the grand prize.
Right. That's funny.
Oh yeah, and then she got dragged off to the meditation club
To get punished.
to get punished. Yeah.
Yeah, that was very funny. Let's see. I'm kind of mad that Komi and Tadano didn't have any moments for themselves. That was one of my complaints of this episode.
Oh yeah, they didn't really do anything together. Well, they did at the end in the karaoke scene. They had kind of a moment.
How so?
Oh wait, no, Najimi was there too. Never mind.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, every time I'm trying to think of a scene of them together, Najimi.
No, not Najimi. Yeah, Najimi was cock blocking man hard this episode. I didn't like that. I did not like that. Did not like it. And
maybe, what if Najimi's actually? Nah, that's not gonna happen. Interested in Tadano, and she's cock blocking Komi, kind of like.
Oh my god, like an NTR situation out of nowhere.
Yeah. I feel like
oh
that's
my god,
for
please.
Show.
No, yes, no. I'm like, I'm still I'm still recovering from oh god, what's that other anime with like that was like a good drama until it wasn't?
That's all.
Like the one that like, Oregairu, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's reminding me of Oregairu, not in a good way. But yeah, I just feel like honestly, the whole karaoke part we could just done without, and I think that's what kind of killed the last episode for me. I think if they just kind of did a whole dance and it's all like nice and reflective, and then maybe after the dance, Tadano and Komi just had like a moment with each other, and that would have been perfect. A perfect way to end season 1.
I kind of like the karaoke scene, but I agree with you that it would have been better suited if they ended it like at the dance or something.
Yeah,
would have made more sense.
Yeah, agreed.
There was also a bit of shipping going on between the older sister girl. I forget her name all the time. There's so many characters. I can't remember any other names. Fuck, what was her name?
Was it Onimine?
Yeah, Onimine.
Or Onemine, something like that.
Her and the other girl you like, the super slow one that was just hiding in the garbage can.
Yeah, I love her.
They had a lot of shipping going on. Like they were always together. They were dancing with each other. I think they're kind of cute together.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would be adorable. That'd be so adorable. I hope so.
If
that's the case. But yeah, no, this is a cute episode.
It was.
I liked it. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Do you want to go first or me?
I can go first.
Okay.
I think it was pretty well done comedy. It definitely hit on a lot of spots. It was funnier than I was expecting it to be, considering the premise is just like this girl doesn't talk. And I was wondering, like, how are they going to pull this off as an anime without it getting stale and being like one note? But it's kind of funny because with good writing, this is like the thing with Konosuba, where it's like, yeah, there's one note jokes, but if your writing is good enough, you can keep hitting the same joke over and over and over, and it works. And I think it works in this case. And all the side characters are really good. Like, there's not a single side character. Maybe Dog Girl. What's her name? Agiri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or Agari. I don't like her much, but everyone else I really do like a lot. It's a good cast, good comedy. Did a lot more with a great animation too. It was way over. Like the budget for the show is incredible for some reason.
Right. That's very, very pretty. A lot of points for no reason.
Mm-hmm. If I had to pick an issue, it'd be similar to what you said. I don't like how we kind of like left off at a spot where it's like it didn't really feel like a final episode and left off at a random spot. And also it was kind of inconsistent. Like some episodes were like some segments of some episodes were way funnier than other segments. So there was like some episodes were very disjointed where it's like ha 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 ha, this isn't funny, ha 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 ha. So the pacing was a bit meh on some episodes, but overall pretty good. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think this is a definitely above average comedy.
Yep, and I agree. Basically, hit the nail on the head, and basically a lot of the pros and cons I have for this show. Someone who read the manga first, I was a little like, ooh, it hit really well in the manga because they have the ability to like write in sound effects. And so that's what made it very funny to read. But I'm like, oh, how are they gonna adapt it to anime? And they did a great job. It was really, like you said, really funny, really good. And just like you said with the cons, some of the segments weren't as funny, and definitely the ending was, kind of unfulfilling for me.
Yeah. I'm thinking they did that because they know it was the second season, so they're just like, whatever.
I mean, I knew it too, but
still, you gotta be more respectful to your pacing.
Right.
Also, the voice acting was great. Komi's voice actor did a great job with all the sound effects that she had to go through. Who was her voice actress? It was Aoi Koga. Really good job.
Good job, Koga-san.
All
right. Wow. Let's close our second comedy of the podcast for the season. Senpai ga Uzai Kohai no Hanashi. Episode 12.
A very different style of comedy. We actually had 3 very different comedies this season.
Yes, that is true. All of them are very different. So I feel like a lot that I'm going to say about Komi-san is a lot of what I'm going to say about Senpai, unfortunately. Because just like Komi, this ending also is very like, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't satisfying. Like, did you see the after credit scene?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't. That was like the most progress they did, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, even then, that's nothing. At this point, I'm like, just show me Kazuma and Sakurai, please.
Why does the background relationship have way more development than the main couple?
Don't know, but that is annoying.
It's so annoying.
It is obnoxious.
And this episode didn't really do anything to make me buy into them more as a couple.
No, absolutely nothing.
It was just like their partner, like the coworkers. They're really good coworkers.
Like Futaba was just like, oh my god, I'm Futaba and I'm jealous of like it. But it's like my thing is, and this is my problem with it from the start, with this series from the start, is that it's only showing how Futaba feels. Can we show explore Takada and how he feels about it.
And they
To
do
this
that with
point,
Kazuma and Sakurai. Like they go through both of their perspectives, so we get more.
exactly. So why am I not getting Takeda's perspective at all? Like at this point, I just think he's gay. I think he's gay.
Maybe.
like, can anyone fight me on that? Because he's never mentioned having a girlfriend. He's never mentioned liking women.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like men like him exist in the gay world all over. So, having a younger female colleague to like look after, like that screams homosexual. Like everything about him screams gay at this point. Goes like literally goes to the gym, shows no interest in women, good friends with a female colleague. Like it just seemed gay as fuck. And it sounds like she just likes a gay dude.
This would be a much more compelling show if that's the
Yo,
plot line it
goes through. Season 2, make him gay and
through.
in love with the
No, but then I feel bad for Futaba because then she has literally no one.
I don't know. She'll be alright. Like, as a bitch, she still has no one. What's your point? She still has no one. She doesn't have anyone now. Like she's still very much single, being all like, "Oh my god, senpai is flirting with other women or talking to other women. I don't want to see other women flirting with senpai." It's like, yes, we already know you like him. We know. We get it. Like this was just such a slow burn that just didn't finish.
Well, my issue with this episode is also that they were reusing plot points like from previous episodes. Like, yeah, she's jealous the other girls are paying attention to her man or
right.
So and then she goes to drink and then she has this episode just felt like it was stitching together plot lines from
other
episodes. Yeah.
Oh, a guy is getting too handsy and is about to touch her, and Takeda saves. Like that's the third time.
Yeah.
This is the third time it happened.
Even the little interlude where she starts when they go like her first day at work and they're like teasing her. I feel like they could have done more with that. And it was just like,
or they could have
kid again,
or they could have cut that and actually focus on them building a relationship.
Yeah,
which is what I would have preferred. Because when I saw that pass, I'm just like, no, we're running out of time to solidify your relationship. Girl, you're running out of time. You're in danger.
And I know it sounds like we're ragging on this show. I actually really enjoyed the show.
We're not. I'm just like that's why I'm upset about that's why I'm upset about the finale. Because it's just like, damn it. We're so close.
So close to perfection. Well, a very good series.
Right. So yeah. That's how I felt about that. I didn't feel bad. Everyone straight up just violated her in the flashback. Like Sakurai is like, I'm gonna disrespect your whole name. Kagura's like, oh wow, I didn't know they had little girls like from school coming here. That's crazy. Like damn. It was like she had a rough, not gonna lie. And her hair down wasn't helping. Hair down was not helping at all. It's probably why she tied it up. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy how I feel like Futaba made more progress in her career life than her relationship with Takeda this episode.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. I'm gonna give. Oh, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Any last words for? Okay, I'm gonna give this series a 7.5. It's like it has so many funny moments, so many good moments, so many funny moments. And my main glaring issue is two things. Well, three things. One, finale was like whatever. Two, like I said, no progression between Takeda and Futaba. Subsection of complaint. I don't have any like. There's no point of view from, or there's no What's what I'm looking for? I can't gain anything from Takeda's perspective. We haven't gained anything from his perspective.
Yeah.
So that's two. And number three, just make the series about Kazuma and Sakurai. Like,
yeah,
because
I would
like
watch a spin-off about them instantly.
Immediately, like I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're the thing that saved the score of the show as it went on. Because it was like cute or whatever, whatever Takeda and Futaba were doing. But then after a while, I'm just like, I want something
more.
I want something more. But then Sakura and Kazuma gave me that something more. Yeah. But they're not the main couple. So I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, just not why. Like, why? Also, why is not to me having this weird thing with the kid?
We need more of that, to be honest.
No, we really don't. Please.
It's also a better relationship than Takt.
And
it's making more progress.
I'm not commenting on that because I'm not trying to give you guys the impression that I am a fan of that at all. Yeah. So
well, this episode title is going to be called "Sexy Shounen," so I guess this is also fitting. As a double.
And so demonetization land, population us.
Yes. I'm also going to give it a 7.5, pretty much the same reason. I think I like Futaba a lot, but it's so clear that the show doesn't. It doesn't know what to do with her. And I don't know why. I feel like as a character, she kind of like regressed from the first episode. Because the first few episodes, she was actually very interesting and funny and had a lot to her. Not a lot, but had more going to her character. And then as the show went on, they just focused on Takeda and Kazuma. And then her relationship with Takeda just became the same jokes kind of over and over and over
again.
Very stagnant. Nothing happened. And it kind of became like one note. It felt like she became the side character in her own show.
Yes. That's literally what happened. She became a side character.
Which is sad. I wish that they did more with her. And hopefully they will. But yeah, no. 7 point if we ever get a second season.
Yeah,
7.5. I think it's still a cute comedy. I think we don't have enough of these types of shows like that take place, like comedies that take place in the office environment among older people or whatever.
Yes.
Like, oh my god, give me work in season 4, please.
That's why I picked it.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that. So I like it. It's different. If you want a comedy that's just like a different style, and maybe if you're older, you're working in the workforce, I think this is more relatable. Yes.
Also, it is such a good pick me up. It's a very like nice show. Like it just makes you feel good.
It is very comfy. If you're having like a mood or like you just want to relax or unwind, I would say watch the show. Like just spend a Saturday watching this and just chilling.
Yeah. Also my favorite opening of the season.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, no. Like I literally do it to my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally just sing it to myself all the time. Yeah. Also, I don't know because I'm laughing to myself. I'm like, Takeda is literally the definition. That's why he seems so gay to me. He's literally the definition of like Abada. Like protagonist, like he's literally just that. Like someone just literally took a Bada personality and just copied and pasted, and that's kind of like my problem with him. I'm like, you shouldn't have the same personality of a character that I see fuck someone else for a couple of pages and I never see them again because nothing really changed about his character at all from like start to finish.
Yeah,
so like we started right where we ended with him.
Yeah.
Or we ended right where we started with him. That's what I meant to say.
Like I said, yeah, it's. I feel like we started off in a very promising spot, and then they kind of like the story didn't know what it wanted to do, so it's kind of like.
I feel like I want to. Is it weird? I feel like I don't want to read the manga.
I would totally read the manga. I think
I'm not satisfied. Shout out to Vodka Girl though. I like Vodka Girl. She's fun.
Yeah, we needed more of her.
All right, and is that last but not least? I think
Nope, we
so.
still. Oh yeah, it is because we did platinum. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we already did. See,
So much better.
exactly. You're welcome.
Mm.
Last but not least, we have Takt op.Destiny episode 12. Last episode.
Yes, and this is my episode of the week.
It was my other half.
Yes.
I couldn't give all of it because I'm like, would I say this is, even though it's the end, is this still better than Demon Slayer's episode? No.
It's
me
not
personally.
It's not better per se than Demon Slayer's episode. However, I will say it gets major props for that ending that it had. Of all these shows that ended, this is the one that actually had a really, really juicy ending.
So let's get right to it then, because it's like, did Anna become a music art?
Yes, I think Anna just became Destiny.
Oh. Damn, are you saying both sisters are dead?
Seems that way because at first I was kind of confused. So like I looked through like some threads and stuff about it, and apparently, because it's going to be based off a game, or the game's already being made. I think it just launched. That could have been my news.
Yeah.
But yeah, the poster for the game had Destiny on it, and this whole time I was thinking like, oh, this is Destiny's the cassette from the. But if you look, and there's a funny way to look at it, but Anna as Destiny has way bigger breasts than Cassette did.
God, I hate you.
So everyone was like posting pictures comparing the bust sizes of the characters. Like, if you had just paid attention to her bust size, you would have been able to tell the ending the whole time. That it was really Anna the whole time that's in the game, not Cassette. So it was a twist I didn't even think about, but I guess it kind of makes sense, and it gives Anna a reason for existing in the story.
I don't know. I just want her to be dead. Like, that person died.
I mean, she's as alive as all the other music arts.
Like, I want her to be a living music art. I don't want her to be like Cassette, who is literally dead, like not existing anymore.
I think she still keeps her memories because she's like a proper music art or whatever. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, like she was properly converted into one. Okay, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed would happen, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's actually really beautiful.
Yeah, it's very poetic, I guess.
Exactly. I'm not super mad at. I don't know how I feel about Takt not dying.
I was
like,
I kind of wish he did, but I'll give him
right,
a pass because I'm like, all right, well, you still got me with that ending, so I'll let you have one freebie little cop
right. Right, definitely would have been a little more epic, but it's fine. It's like, just don't show me that. Just don't do a retcon where it's like, I think he's dead, but he's not.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Takt to actually killing the bad guy, unlike Mirai.
Yes. Oh my God, Takt, we need you in Platinum Man.
Right? It would be over so soon.
Yeah.
He just took that giant sword and said, "Yeet."
You didn't even think twice about it. Like, yeah, I'm over here. Oh, and the action was actually really, really good this episode. Like, holy crap, they went all in with the action and the animation.
Yes, they said let's just empty our budget into this bitch.
It got kind of gory too. Like, Cassette was or Destiny was out here just like blowing the fuck out of what's her name, Orpheus.
Yeah, Orpheus.
Yeah, just like blowing her to bits and then having her regenerate.
Yeah, basically. And I love how they just, like, it got really, physical. Like, at some point they threw out all their weapons, they just started, engaging fisticuffs and start beating the shit out of each other. And I was like, yes, I kind of like this.
You know what it reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of like the fighting in Fate Apocrypha, like the Achilles.
Yes, I was literally about to say that.
It felt very much like that, which was a good thing because that's one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, because it's an amazing fight. Absolutely. So yeah, that was pretty great. Also, the main dudes, the main dude's plot to just be like, I'm not gonna sacrifice anyone else. I like some of you have been sacrificed, so I'm gonna sacrifice this entire continent, this entire like did he say continent? It wasn't even the country.
Yeah, no, it was like the whole continent.
Like, damn, so just Canada and US and Mexico, like just gone.
Sorry.
Just gone. Like, first of all, if it was just US, I'd be like, yes, finally, this stupid country is finally
Hey.
useful or something. Yeah,
I'm. They were in New York. Thank you very much. I like it.
okay.
Here.
I mean, like, give me us a time period. Like, just say, just see, that's the gag.
Listen, if they
We're
were
going to,
if they were in the Midwest still, and they were like, "I'm taking out the entire Midwest," I'd be like, "All right, nah, you do you."
right. I mean, you could start there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Oni. Just after these couple of years of the pandemic, I'm like, the US can just go.
Wait, was this
like
this the whole time? Was this just a metaphor for the pandemic? Are the D2s really
right? Like, it's really
music arts just vaccines? Is Anna the booster?
Is who the booster?
Is Anna the booster?
Not the booster. Was was Lenny Johnson and Johnson?
Oh no!
No, don't do my boy now. Lenny like that. No,
it all makes sense. Oh my god, Orpheus was mutation. She was Omicron. She
was Omarion.
And Omarion is a singer. Dun dun dun. Like I have like the music strings coming through the board with the strings and everything, connecting the dots.
Yes, exactly. Oh my god, yeah! Someone get a map quick. Yeah. a map, the thumbtacks, and I don't know, rubber bands or yarn or whatever they use. Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, you're just gonna take out a whole continent. I'm just like a lot of people live in those countries, you know that, right? Yeah. Like a lot of people.
A good amount.
Like a good amount. And also, if you really felt that way, you could have just like evacuated everywhere and saying that's what you're gonna do. Also, you could have just, I don't know, stop summoning them in general.
There's like 100 different things you could have done in this series.
Right. I'm just like, I don't quite understand. I guess just the PTSD and the war just kind of just really fucked him up to the point where he just wasn't making sense. But yeah. No, it was a cute episode. Cute episode. Rest in peace, Destiny.
Yes, we'll miss you.
I guess I will go and I will start with the rating.
Yep.
I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it an 8. Ooh. I want to give it an 8.5, but it started out.
Yeah, it started out
painful.
Yeah, very painful.
It was painful. Like when I tell you the only thing that this show was leaning on with the heart, like the hardest carries, or those moments of animation and the fights and stuff, because everything was so just darn pretty.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. So it took a long time. Like it took maybe like episode 8 for me to like see this as like a pretty good anime. Which is why I'm giving it an 8, because that took way too long to give Colette a personality. Yeah. Took way too long.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I think
also I should give it 7.5 just because they fucking killed Lenny. But
I'll take off half a point.
right. Continue.
I think that the animation saves the show for sure. The animation's great. I think the characters, like I love the character designs. They're all really good.
Oh right, yeah. No, the character designs
So
are very
good. They're
good.
really pretty.
Yeah.
I think it accomplished its goal because it's like I want to play the game now. Like it's gotten me curious in the game.
I wouldn't say all that, but continue.
The music is really good as well. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing they couldn't fuck up because they better not for
Right.
a music themed anime. um, I think the biggest issue is just the writing. Like it's pigeonholed by the fact that it's a gacha game, so it's going to be like, of course, unless you're FGO, the writing is not going to be that great. So
Yes. And NFGO, like, you know,
post
this
septum FGO.
also they kind of didn't start, you know, they kind of had the whole Fate universe behind them.
Yeah, exactly. They had all this lore and everything. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
So like I get all that, but the writing's still kind of weak. Like there was a lot of episodes just didn't like. Remember that episode where they were in the casino?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna bring that up because I also was thinking about that
I
when you
was like,
mentioned it.
why is this
When you started
episode
saying that,
here?
yes,
Yeah.
it was just like, okay, now everything's just episodic as fuck.
Yeah, like I thought it was
Cool.
gonna be episodic, and then it kind of like it didn't. Sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't.
Isn't it right?
They just didn't do enough. Like the villains were very poor. Like that one dude was like, "I'm evil for being evil." Mwah.
Right. And the other guy is like, I'm also evil for being evil. I'm just
Mhm.
not as, you know, I just don't sound batshit insane as the other one.
Yeah, I think that if the writing was better, this could have easily been like a 9. Like if the
Yes.
which I think is why I'm hyped for the game because if the assuming that the game is better written, I think it'd be a really great series and
Yeah.
it has potential.
I would not hold my breath for that writing, but yeah.
Yeah, but the writing is the weak point, so I'm giving it a 7.5 because the writing is kind of important for an anime, especially an
Right?
anime like this.
Exactly. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think ends that's the end of the weekly reviews. And I think on that note, it's going to end this podcast right here. So Oni, if you would be a kind sweetheart and I don't know, in this episode, I really appreciate it.
Sure, Southern Drew. If you guys enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to catch all the episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitch, follow us on Discord, and join the party over on our Twitter, all linked in the description down below. You can even become a channel member or patron, like all these lovely people on screen right now who make the show possible. You get a bunch of awesome perks for that, including access to our live watch and our poll for the new anime season. We do have a patron poll, so you guys can pick one of the anime that we cover next season, which is important because we're going to start that poll probably sometime next week when we drop the winter, or this week if you're watching this because when it goes up, when it drops the winter preview guide. So be on the lookout for that, and if you want to make sure you can vote in that poll, you know what to do. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
So sorry. Two things. One, everyone let me say the unimportant thing first. First thing, I just found out that Boa is just made a new girl group with this, and she literally just borrowed all a bunch of girls from a bunch of other K-pop groups, and she just like, boom, here we are. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? So I'm sorry, that just took me by surprise. And two, the more relevant thing I have to say to everyone is have a fantastic new year. Hope you guys get everything you want. I know 2021 was a year, so but it's over. So look forward to 2022. I wish nothing but the best for y'all in the upcoming year. Stay blessed and all that jazz.
Same. Have a happy new year, everybody, and stay healthy and happy. Until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Doobie-doo.
we'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.